this is what we want to see, right? Pepe is breaking out, and as the price for Pepe Coin continues to skyrocket, we saw 53%. I want to talk about what's going on with the world of meme coins. It's been a nice little rebound here that we've had on the charts. Let's talk about Pepe on the day and what we're seeing move Pepe even further as his frenzy does continue. I want to get into this conversation. As always, guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Mark. Appreciate you all tuning into my spot. If you're new here, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and join us. And let's get talking about the frog as we look at the Pepe action on the day. I want to get into the conversation here as we look into coin market cap, and you can see kind of what we're seeing. Bitcoin got as high as over 104,000. Big move for BTC, but the winner of the winner, in my opinion, has been Ethereum, and that's closely looked as why we've seen a big move for Pepe as you know, Bitcoin was pressing 105. I want to get kind of into the conversation here. As you look at ETH, almost 2,500 right now. So a little bit more of a strength here. As we look into yesterday's prices, Ethereum almost hit 2,600 on the chart. Okay. But the big storyline right now, as we look at it, Pepe has taken back that zero and is running with it. 401321 on the chart. It's been a 60.9% move into the green over the last 7 days, and this month has been super bullish. Pepe almost doubling in price. So for a lot of people out there saying that Pepe is dead, forgotten about, you can forget about that talk because Pepe is back, and I want to talk about kind of what the numbers are leading up to this. We're going to get into the conversation as we look into the chart. We'll pull up the trading view, and you can see kind of the explosion that we did get since momentum up flashed back on Tuesday, April 22nd. So a little premium content here from my trading indicator for you guys as we've just passed the 200-day moving average as well. We're going to get into this conversation, but first, if you have not done so, I do have a link down below. I want you to check out BTCC. This is my exchange, 14 plus years in the industry. You can trade spot and futures within BTCC. Make sure it's right for you and where you're located. There are some giveaways, promotional signups as well. So a lot of perks if you do sign up. And if you are a trader out there looking for a new exchange, you want to trade leverage, that's something where you want to check out my link down below. Make sure it's right for you. Do your own due diligence and get started trading on BTCC today. Links down below. Okay. But this is why we came here to talk about, what we came here to talk about. All right. A lot of the bullish momentum that we've seen Pepe, surpassing 53% in the last week. I think it's closer to 60. But this is something where we've had a lot of renewed optimism in the market. If we want to dabble back into kind of coin market cap, I want to show you guys one last thing. The fear and greed now sitting at 75 as we see it right now. We were trading below 20 a little bit last month. Okay, so it was 21 on the fearful side. Now we're into that ultra greed mode, almost 75 now. It's something very, very impressive. And this is something where we have crossed over. Going back to November of 2024, when the market was exploding, that's kind of where we saw the fear and greed index sitting at 88. So something that you want to keep in mind, and that's kind of where we're at within the fear and greed index, something that we do divert to a lot of times for some help in navigating our trades. But meme coins here, okay, this is something where they have seen double-digit rebounds, percentage gains within their market caps. 18% alone just for meme coins. Pepe definitely leading the charge in my personal opinion. And as we look into the double digits that we have been moving, the data from Sentiment is showing a lot of bullish momentum. But I think the big storyline here is the whales coming back into the fold. We've talked about the number of whale addresses that have decreased since November. But if we look into the data from Look On Chain, this is where we've seen a $4.36 million purchase by a Pepe whale, bringing that whale's holdings to 2 trillion Pepe. Boy, I wish I had 2 trillion Pepe. But that's where we look into these moves, kind of lending the hand, kind of tipping the hat, if you will, of where we're headed. Pepe, looking at some 7.14 trillion. That's a $78.8 million transfer between unknown wallets within a single transaction. And that was all at the heels of Pepe erasing a zero. Okay. We started to see the recovery from their lows, right? 50759. That was a great time to be buying at the bottom back on May 6th, and then gaining some traction as we've seen a lot of buying pressure as Pepe surged to almost double that, okay? Removing that zero and posting a lot of days in a row where we had a nice little green streak that we've seen since May 6th. And that's just, guys, that's just been in less than 1 week's time that we have absolutely destroyed the charts. And that's kind of where I lean towards towards Pepe, we're back at it. We're back at it, and that is a very strong narrative to be talking about, because we are now trading at levels that we have seen back in that pump that we got back in November of 2024, where we took that chart. I mean, even if you want to look at the continuation, up as high as 42857. So from where we're at right here, right now, we're looking at about 50% of that level. And Pepe has, you know, it's going to be interesting to see what this red candle does if we close this out and start the next leg up, which it's looking like it's going to start doing. And that's kind of where we lend towards the conversation that I think that Pepe could get back up in this territory very quickly, where we're pressing upon that 402 level. So a lot of holders out there that I know that do comment on my videos. I know that there's a lot of Pepe holders that think that Pepe is long gone. The market is done with them. They're over with. They're kaput. Not so fast, all right? So this is something where you could see how fast crypto can rebound, and this is why we have that driving conversation right now that Pepe is back. I fully embrace Pepe when Ethereum is pumping, and as Ethereum approaches 2,600, I mean, that is a huge move. That is very impressive for Ethereum, and I look for Pepe to kind of continue its wins as long as Ethereum's pumping. I think that we're going to see ETH whales dabbling back. I think we're going to see positions reestablished, and it's a great time to be alive and being a Pepe holder, especially if you were buying at the bottom. I mean, anytime underneath that zero that we did take back, I think that you're sitting right now in the profit zone for the most part, and it's been fairly impressive, kind of outperforming a lot of the other meme coins. So we're going to continue to ride the wave. I think that Pepe is set up very nicely, and that's kind of my take-home message. So I wanted to share with you guys some of that whale data, some of the moves, why we saw this surge. Look at the tariff talks softening, the macro's good, and crypto remains bullish. I mean, Bitcoin's over 104, Ethereum's over 25. You got to love it. You got to love being a trader today. And I think that we're going to start to see maybe a little bit more of a resurgency now that we have some softer, conversation here within these tariff talks. Maybe we can resume the bull run that we started back up in late 2024 as we closed out the year. So leave a comment down below. How high do you think Pepe can reach? Do you think this is going to be a little bit of a short-lived head fake, or do you think we're going to see kind of above this blue line, we're going to regain some territory back in that 402 level? Let me know down below in the comments. But I appreciate you guys all tuning in. Have a great rest of your weekend. If you haven't done so already, make sure you click that link down below. Just play around, check it out. If you don't want to trade on BTCC, fine. I just wanted to share with you guys one of my exchanges that I do use. So links are down below if you want to start trading on that platform. Appreciate you guys all tuning in, and we'll see you all in the next video. Cheers.